This video is brought to you by Zocdoc. More on them in just a bit.
Episode 666, Vampire Lestat. Where you at? Roxy Striar, Perspire, Higher,
No, I think
Dire.
it's okay.
No, perspiration is that what you're talking about. What does perspire mean? I don't even know what that means.
Isn't it just what?
Does it?
It's just perspire.
Hey Siri, what does perspire mean? Give out sweat. Oh, you're a fucking genius.
I'm a genius, but listen, you could have rhymed it with fire.
Fire, prior.
Don't say the L word.
Denier.
Oh.
Frodo from the Shire.
Greg likes to get pet. Oh,
This is an accurate statement. It's June month.
I talked to Olivia. I know.
That's right. Let's watch the damn show.
Go to Montreal. I think penultimate episode's gonna bring the heat in a way that we are not prepared for.
The fire.
Album 52, Side A.
Okay, so we were on 41 last time, right?
The intersections of my many selves, the stutterer, the ape, the actor, the keeper,
The ape.
the tourist, the recluse, the rock star,
The recluse as he takes his phone in there.
the nesting dolls of identity. There is a period of stasis, a hibernation in
Drake.
shabby robe.
Drake.
The autumn of 2025 was one of these periods.
Vampire Lestat.
Oh, on the goodbye box of LESTAT. Here I am.
I mean, your kind of music is in top 100.
2 years to the day we formed. Now a dark gifted quartet.
I want that jacket.
But Larry's then mysterious wove itself into our bond, and the vampire addicts became the muted center of our haunted reunion.
Oh, okay.
On my way to Moy's on Field. If you're having second thoughts, and you should be having them, let me know for I pass security.
Mary Rick.
I was just listening to your voice message.
Still in it. Gotta get on that global entry. We still on for the midnight?
Is this the queen?
Driver waiting for you with baggage in a room at Auberge du Vieux-Port for your conference.
You have them items we discussed.
I do.
Doesn't sound like her, but
The songs quickly became a rallying for the disastrous movement The Great Conversion, Lestat's final gift to the vampiress Gabriella. Obligations met.
Physical identities.
Good luck and f*** off, everyone. The future, my new distraction. Who next? I was tying off loose ends,
how did you get a U.S. passport?
feeling alive. Or maybe it was him.
I don't think we should do this. We should cancel.
Cancel the dinner?
Not the dinner, her.
Oh, the bad idea.
Something wrong?
Drake dropped 50 songs today.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I told you.
You gonna get on that mic tomorrow and say, "We are the vampire Clarence, our body. Let's make more"?
That was his U.S. passport.
It is a very bad idea. Conversely,
No,
Grim Reaper.
I don't like witches. I don't get on with them. You reached out to the worst kind of witch.
oh,
Mm.
Merrick is different. She is not like the rest. And her and the uncle, they're the same.
Merrick is how you actually say it.
How'd you know the uncle?
We were in a book club for a moment.
I want them together so bad. Do you want that?
I like them together, yeah. I've been missing them together.
Me too.
Everybody loved Tom Anderson. Topeka. You know, that was my line. You know, I said Topeka. Venmoing Claudia.
I did it once, blocked the number.
And then you picked up when she called you from
I didn't know it was her.
I knew, you absolutely knew.
Claudia.
Claudia would like a goodbye with you, too.
Why are you being nice? I don't like it.
We could talk about the proximity of your restaurant to my home.
Doesn't it feel like he's gonna die? It's gonna be
No.
a fake death, but it feels like he's planning some type of goodbye.
Your guest has already arrived, and Monsieur Lioncourt, such an honor.
Mr. Blackwood.
This way, please.
Blackwood. He's just already faked his death, so
May we take your coat, Mr. Blackwood?
That's right, he's here. Your revolutionary is here.
Taylor and Travis, congratulations.
The three of
Swifted.
them.
Taylor and Travis.
Remember how chaotic the first 2 episodes were? What a different pace these have become.
I kind of think this one's going to pick up the chaos like that.
Bonds rebonding. Odette, category 3. What did you say to him after a 77-year ghosting?
Why does Daniel look like that?
I don't remember exactly.
What did he say to you?
I couldn't hear anything. It was a hurricane.
I don't have an ending for my doc. Give me something.
Why is he so orange?
You got a tan.
It was enough that he showed up.
Oh, that was really sweet.
Fog of vampiric love. Is that a thing for you, Louis? Was love the reason why you and Armand never saw any of my gotchas coming?
Oof.
I tried to respect you, Daniel. I tried not to delve into your thoughts.
I appreciate you respecting my privacy, Louis.
I think he's been practicing walking in the sun because you see the sunglasses
Daywalker.
mark.
Yeah.
I own a cabin, and I walk a path nightly with paper and pen, transcribing bird song.
From Iggy to Birder.
Iggy Pop.
I grow bored, of course. Get a job plunking out Sondheim and Sakamoto in a hotel lounge. You know anyone who owns hotels?
Gentlemen,
I like their dynamic in this
compliments of the
episode.
chef. Something he has been holding for this special evening.
A human to feed off of?
She is, in fact, a distant descendant of the Lioncourt line, 1749.
Oh my god, they talk about it like wine. Yeah, you're right. He's definitely been day walking.
Oh my god, Jesus, that's a lot of blood.
You still fanging Sophia?
I don't know.
Has he met her yet?
I'm gonna meet her tonight, I think.
Sophia, he met her in the 1980s. I can see her in those big shoulder pads.
What is with the tan, Dan?
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Did you indulge and overshoot your coffin again?
I'm seeing someone. Fog of love.
The tan of whatever you want, sweetheart.
Oh no.
To Daniel Molloy, our biographer, our shared exes, abandoned offspring, all those things at once.
You mean, is he literally Armand right now?
No, he's seeing Armand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because he said the love thing.
He's an awkward vamp. He has that you think you're better than me chip on him. And we are. It is exhausting to pretend otherwise.
This is you and Olivia in the car after events.
It worked out for both of us.
Too close to home there. Too true.
Could you
Too true.
trying to read our minds?
You guys are the best.
You got in mind.
Everybody wants their person they can talk shit with about everybody else, too.
Go on.
No.
Give him the taste. Why not?
Hatcher, would you mind?
Oh my god. Cabbage.
Oh, they're having fun. Fun's gonna get ruined.
Everyone thinks he's dead. Okay.
The internet was just saying it.
You really have done something. Congratulations.
There you go.
Thank you for the Hastings coffin.
It's very much like Elvis or Tupac, or everybody thinks he's still alive.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'll risk it.
In Dan's book, which I do not need to discuss.
We
book.
can
It's
discuss the
not the point.
book.
It's not the point. I was a spirit, and I walked with you and Armand along the sand.
You also ate a photograph.
Was that your psyche turning up?
Guilt?
Was it guilt?
See me too? Those years?
Now you do.
The songs might have shook loose a bone or two. I wanted to live with you.
Huh.
You, Antoinette.
My voice, I could.
I know.
Actually, that's not fair. She was a good time. And the book's prose reveled in making her smaller
Justice
than she
for
was.
Antoinette.
Justice for Antoinette.
Hey! Oh.
Their dynamic is so cute.
It's fun watching them actually have fun with each other.
Boy, I'm a monster.
No, you're not. Or you are, but you're not. I'm so happy with only this many episodes left that we are spending time with the two of them.
It's just nice watching them have fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
You want to introduce me?
You'll do fine.
he seems so in his element now that he's like a wealthy mofo.
Buonasera.
Hello, handsome man.
He does not know that that's the mom, though.
It's hard being him.
It's an interesting cover for them to do.
Yes, he said that you said you don't think he should sing tomorrow.
Doesn't matter what I think. He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Ain't that the truth?
Maybe you're the one who should not go.
And why is that?
They are coming from all over the world, Dubai, Paris.
And you wrote that book.
You have many admirers, but also others.
Why doesn't she want him there, though?
I think he'd be hurt if I didn't show.
I think he'd be more hurt if you were hurt.
That is also true.
Stand by me.
Yeah, but she's saying is
I
right.
will protect you.
No, you're gonna hurt him. Oh, she's gonna.
She's gonna try to
That's why
kill him.
he's gonna kill her because she's gonna go after Louis. Greg, ooh, Greg, ooh, goo.
Louis is a threat to their dynamic.
Oh, they're so in love, Greg.
I feel like this season's gonna open up so many things for Sam Reid.
I hope so. I mean, he's a true star. Has he been on Broadway?
I don't know, but like he's gonna get booked. He should get booked a lot more now.
She is gonna be so jealous. This is bad, Greg.
He's most honest when he's singing.
Oh, she is jealous.
He doesn't even notice her.
Oh, he's gonna cry. Yeah, I've been through a lot.
You are listening to The Failures, album 55, side A.
Always breaks my heart a little bit when people don't know how to vocalize what they're feeling, so they have to find different outlets to do it. I think it's just been so moving about Lestat songs.
You
were on your
I was seeing how the restaurant did the rest of the night.
It's rude.
It is rude.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
You were great. The show was great. You shouldn't do it. It's a bad idea. We got an hour to decide.
Can I have a moment?
I'll tell you in the car.
Have you pack?
I can't pack if I don't know where I'm going.
Carry a great way of making more.
I hate it. I want it to go away so bad, Greg.
Armand's in town.
I sense that.
Maybe I should
Show Alex some
avoid
affection.
an appeal.
He could use his mother.
Whoa.
Shit.
I think we gotta cancel.
What are you watching?
What's this? How did you get that?
A link someone sent me.
This is on the internet?
Well, that's disturbing.
Obviously one of those fakes.
With Daniel Molloy.
Hey, cinema geeks, vampophiles, and false flaggers of the dark web. It's your boy, Daniel Molloy, back with another salacious clip
In the sun.
from my upcoming documentary, Interview with the Vampire, Lestat. When did you first meet his girlfriend, Sophia?
Asshole.
1793, when Lestat and I formed the Théâtre des Vampires. We all knew her then as Vampire Gabriella, Lestat's mother.
Oh, God. This is so bad.
AI deep fake.
Was that your mom I just met?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was Sophia.
Don't lie to him.
Your mother?
My mother is dead.
Oh no, Greg.
Are you hitting the same vagina you spent the first 9 months of your mortal life in? Are you
Uterus
jumping?
and some
the
more.
cervix? Stop.
Thing, Louis. Stop the goddamn car.
Oh my God.
Damn, things were going so good with them. God damn it, Daniel. You ass.
It's a complicated, multifaceted set of circumstances.
No, there's no circumstance that leads to, oh yeah, I can see how that would happen.
Oh.
All time, Armand level deceit.
Oh, do not walk away and say his name.
Aww.
Do not compare me to him.
How is this any different?
Oh God.
We are unnatural beings.
You call me out of nowhere to say that you're being a girl to pretend to be Claudia, they're being a girl to pretend to be Madeline, and what do I say? Do I say that you're sick, Louis? Do I say sickness?
Oh no, no.
No! I spent a month and a half talking you back from unimaginable frenzy in the middle of my own fracturing!
Oh my God.
I love you!
Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my God. No, no.
It's okay.
It's
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
That's so heartbreaking.
Sophia is your mom.
Oh my God.
Gabriella was my mom. Just is now a vampire.
I'm just trying to reset here.
This is how he
Just asking about
does this with himself.
Compartmentalizes.
Closeness between us. She was the only one growing up who showed me any kind of affection.
Yeah, it's the grooming.
But I could picture a larger life outside of Auvergne because of her.
The cousin that stuck his fingers in me also gave me $1.
Louis.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't.
Her body racked with disease.
Well, she was dying.
Hours from it.
Okay, I hear that. So, never before?
Entirely true. Not entirely true.
Your mother called you the devil.
Never had sex with
And
me.
she blamed you for
Get
Paul's
the
death.
what family's gonna cross some
which you
wires in
then
your head.
blamed on me.
Yes, his mom sucked.
She's one of the many chainsaws I juggle.
A hill to climb, vamp or not.
Acts like he's in control of this.
Did you notice in the video that Daniel was in the daylight?
The sun turned.
Yes, I did.
I left my phone in the car.
A week of ridicule, and then no one gives a shit. What's it matter? That was Lestat. Lestat is dead.
Matters to you?
Aww.
I don't know. I have my own zip code of mess right now, and I'm not proud of how I just was.
Oh, God. He's me, episode 2.
So
we should probably cancel.
We should cancel.
Or
I hope you don't mind. I steamed me a cup of tea while you was out.
Please make yourself at home.
Make yourself at home.
This is the witch.
wrote in that, died in this.
These got it. I can call with these objects.
Oh, I feel so uneasy right now, man.
With what they're doing, or because of the prior scenes?
Yeah, the whole thing, and now like bring the speaking of Claudia and like now they're forced to join back together because they had scheduled this, but we're not like gonna continue addressing.
You two together bringing a jinx, blocking the gate. What happened to you tonight?
Yeah, there we go.
Move your chairs. 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Like kids getting in trouble at school.
It's a Virgin Mary, so Christianity is accurate here.
Mary Angel's Papa Legba.
Who's Papa Legba in the Christian faith?
It's Mary's father.
I called on you.
Good.
Yeah.
I give you my blood. Bring me to the spirit.
What a cut. What a cut.
Spirit Claudia and Claudia alone. To come down, come out the chasm and show yourself.
Oh no.
Yanking on me, you dumb.
That is her.
She got rage. Going up, going down.
Get her back.
Gonna have to add to the envelope. Find me a high presenting dentist.
Yeah. Bring her back.
Yeah. Bring her back.
Daddy Lou.
I wanted to say the goodbye I didn't get to say and tell you.
This is not a good idea.
Hope you found a bit of quiet.
Clearly not.
You back with him?
Oh no.
Sorry, Claudia.
Yeah, you did not think this whole meeting through.
Oh, not the back of the ankles, remember? They did that. Oh, the Achilles. I can't even look at that quick.
Madeline made this. Said I looked splendid in it.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jesus
she's
Christ.
kind of transparent there.
I'm dead.
I know. I had nights I wanted to join you.
I know. Running up on rooftops, ripping your shirt off like you a dirty movie. You dumb bitch. I'd have tripped Armand on the stairs if I wanted you with me. Here's some truth for you, sad boy.
You wanted to go?
You weren't even my favorite.
Oh.
Liked him better.
No way, really?
He knew who he was. You're not even my maker. You're not even my blood. That's my maker. I even thought about poisoning you instead of him.
That true?
Using me as an excuse for their bullshit, all cry face. I hate you!
Whoa.
Burn the diaries! Burn this dress! Stop saying my name!
That was so bad. Oh my God.
I mean, it couldn't have gone worse.
She broke the line.
What about Madeline? You two bringing her back into cornstarch? Because I don't see her here, and I can't find
my God.
Aww.
I don't know where she is. It's been a fucking second and now we're looking for her. Why is she not here with me?
Close the gate. Papa leg button. Virgin Mary.
Damn, she's just been suffering this whole time.
Oh my God, Greg.
It was a really bad day.
No good. Very bad day. Oh my God, they can't even speak.
So opposite from the beginning of this episode.
Pretty much closes the door on that.
Oh my God.
The ambiguity.
Is there any world she did that to just let them move on?
I don't know if that would let them move on. I feel like that would just compound their guilt even more.
Can I ask you a question? Did you think you were going to get away with it? Sophia, Gabriella thing?
Okay, we are circling back.
I don't know. I brought her to you, or you to her. I hung her portrait in our room in New Orleans. Excellent point in the heat of the fracas, by the way.
Thank you. Maybe it's just the vampire's burden. What do you replace death with? What's to live for if there's no end? Maybe it's just how you keep your night straight.
I have some work to do on myself.
This is a good place to start, guys.
The songs are about me?
Most of them. You opened a restaurant 3 blocks from my house because...
Yeah. If it was just the two of us again, because, yeah, who else is going to have us? A trailer park, Nevada, Utah, the desert.
Oh, they're not going to have that.
Evening primrose.
They got birds in the desert?
Birds everywhere.
Oh
Could be
no.
nice.
The moment you start to dream, you're dead. Not in life, but in these kind of shows. I'm scared.
Thrift store Dracula peeping.
Alex.
Alex.
We know Alex knows Armand.
What the f just happened?
What?
You can live from that, right? I believe.
No.
I mean, we see him alive later. Louis, when he's got the broken leg and shit. And didn't Louis cut off someone's head earlier in the season? They were still talking.
Yeah, and then they died when he was outside the house with the possum.
Wow, what an
I mean,
ending.
Daniel fucking betrayed us.
Yeah, no, he was awful.
And Alex too, but Alex probably blames Lestat for the death of Larry.
This is Armand's great manipulation.
Yeah, and I guarantee you Armand told Alex that Larry jumped because of... Oh my God, Greg. That was a crazier beheading than Ned Stark. Because we're 3 fucking seasons in and we still have an episode left.
Yeah, they're still, they gotta be alive. Because
And then they started to dream and I was like, no. Oh my God.
Louis was in the future in the beginning of the season.
Without a leg, not without a head. That's so confusing.
I know. Reject Nation, for anything like me, you know what it's like when you just struggle to book that doctor's appointment. I am the worst at that. Genuinely, booking a doctor stresses me out. Calling, the hold music, the back and forth, trying to explain what you need. I get anticipation and anxiety from just making the call. And then after going through the whole process, they're like, oh, we got another appointment in 6 weeks from now. So historically, my move has just been not to go. Assume it'll work out for itself, which has done me wonders. I'm being sarcastic. It's obviously a terrible plan. And that's why this video is sponsored by Zocdoc. Zocdoc I've actually used. They let you search and compare local in-network doctors, so you're not just blindly guessing or calling around forever. Their sites have tons of reviews from real patients and detailed doctor profiles. It's the closest I've come to online dating, so I could look through my options and choose the one that felt right for me. And the best part, you can see actual appointment openings. Click instantly to book a visit. No phone calls, no hold music, no, let me transfer you. You just don't want to talk to me. The exact stuff that makes me avoid booking appointments in the first place, gone. Plus, here's the best part. Zocdoc is free to use. For guys who've been following for the past couple of years, I've obviously become a little bit more obsessed about taking care of my health. And I'll tell you, health matters, and taking care of yourself shouldn't be complicated. So you can find and book the right doctor with Zocdoc. Head to Zocdoc.com. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Head to Zocdoc.com. zocdoc.com/rejects to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. That is zocdoc.com/rejects. It's actually easier to spell it than it is to say that. Zocdoc.com. Whoa. Did they realize what they were doing when they said that? Anyway, they're great. Damn. That was crazy. Anyway, guys, if you want the full reaction watch along, that's at our Patreon. Thank you guys who are supporting us.
Oh my God.
If you'd like to support God, you can go to rejectnationshop.com. Get yourself a Jesus tee.
That was fucking crazy. That was the craziest ending to an episode.
I feel your passion.
And they couldn't hear them. They couldn't feel their presence at all.
I guess not.
Because it's neither of their makers. I mean, that's just...
And I guess they sent Alex there as a distraction, too.
The Claudia stuff. I don't even know. Sorry, keep talking. Whatever you were saying.
Let it out, homie.
I don't even know what the fuck to say because it's like... You're right. We do see Louis at the auction, but we don't see Lestat. And is this entire season? Like, is he pulling out all the stops because this is the last that we get of him?
I feel like that's what they want us to think. That's what they want us to believe. That's what I've been trying to say the last 2 episodes.
I have not been letting that penetrate my mind.
She said penetrate.
That's crazy. And then the Claudia stuff, like, we only ever saw that from Louis' perspective. So I just was really under the impression that Claudia, but I understand, like, this is the problem with turning a child and it being so unnatural. And then I loved her when she was like, when he says, what about what you should be thanking me for?
Yeah.
And then he acknowledges later, like, I can't believe I said that because it's so fucked up. Like, yes, she should owe you a thank you for that. Are you kidding?
It's a very human response when they can't handle the guilt.
Yeah. The guilt of what happened. And ultimately, like, you two are the reason she ended up here. And her saying she liked Lestat better. And, like, either Louis' mind was not ever letting him process that, and what we were seeing was him faking how it was, or she died, she's been in this fucking miserable place, and she's just, like, gone over every moment and been like, fuck this guy. Whoa. That witch did a really good job, too.
She did her job. You mean as an actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was willing to lose a tooth for the role.
Good witching, too.
That was a crazy episode. I was so happy to see them together. And then, yeah, fucking Daniel. Do you think Daniel has betrayed us on purpose, or do you think Armand has poisoned him to the extent that he's not making his own decisions anymore?
I think he did it on... I think Daniel made his own choice.
Because you think that Daniel listened to Armand when Armand said that he was going home to Louis and telling Louis everything?
When Lestat said a couple episodes ago that Daniel's tenure as a vampire would be short-lived, I think this is why. Daniel was not at the Lestat's auction in the beginning, and I think this will lead to Daniel's death. I officially hate Daniel.
Yeah, I kind of do that too, and that's crazy. And I hate Armand. I can't believe I almost thought that he was okay. And the mom. And is she working with Armand somehow? Like, how deep does this conspiracy go?
I would imagine she's probably involved with the mom. Mom's probably involved with Armand in some way.
Because they seemed like they were on opposite sides, but I don't know that they are. But this is what snakes do. Armand has gotten in. He's convinced everybody.
True.
We have 1 episode left. What is it? It's the show, right? Are we going to put on the show?
All roads have been leading to there.
Okay, what are your final predictions on who makes it out of this season alive? and who does not. On the table are Armand, Daniel, Louis, Lestat, the vampire.
I think there's a lot of story to explore with the queen.
Oh, the queen.
So I'm like, that's why I'm pretty confident. This is the only reason why I'm confident
that Lestat's going to live.
Lestat makes it out of the show.
But that could all be flashback stuff.
It's very true. And I have no idea if any queen story is supposed to take place in the present day. I legit don't know that.
Is there a book? Is one of the books Armand's story with Marius?
I don't know. I don't know if
I do not want that season.
No, I don't know if I'd be that into it. No, I feel like Louis and Louis, Armand, and Lestat. I think the trio of vampires still lives.
What about Regina? Do you think we're done with her?
I don't know. Maybe do some like transference, reincarnation of soul thing or something like that. It's a very specific thing to like put that character in here and then just to not like acknowledge that again.
I know. Does Lestat's mom survive this season?
No.
What the fuck are you yawning about? I am living right now. I am on a cliff and the wind's blowing. And the boats are all...
I'm exhausted. This episode made me cry twice.
It was
I was very emotionally overwhelmed.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I cry at television much more than I do in movies, but I feel like this show has a tendency to like make me feel stuck. Like I can't even. I'm trying to compute so many things at once that I feel like it's like cannot process in real time. It was so fucked up. What were the two parts that made you cry?
I was almost on the verge. It's weird. Like we watched 3 seasons of this, and I've never cried. but it was on the verge of when he was first singing to Louis. And that's what I was like. I was like, that's what kind of breaks my heart a little bit is when Lestat doesn't know how to just put things into words, but he can do it in a song.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only way he can do it. He has to express himself in a different way. And then when you pick up on that depth, you're like, oh, I'm feeling it.
The other thing
I did. Sorry, what?
No, you.
All right, me. So yeah, not then. Almost. It was when they were fighting in the streets, and
that was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, just like Louis Lestat being exposed like that, and then like this, we've really spent time with them getting along, and then watching that hope get shattered, and that feeling of judgment, and none of that understanding of like. Lestat was, fucking abused and groomed. And there's like no consideration. It's immediate judgment of like what you're doing. And
because he's watching him do it as an adult, but he's not thinking about how he got here.
Yeah, the heat of the moment. So I like that scene was really getting me. And then I love how the next scene was like a come down where Louis had to get checked on how far he was going and how Lestat always gave him second chances and stuff. And they were at the bar like, it was very human. And then when Claudia was saying how she's like so alone and she doesn't even know where Madeline is. And that moment was like really heartbreaking to me because I'm like, this person's just been suffering for like so fucking long now, hundreds of years. And not hundreds of years, but like 100 years. It was like 1930s, 1940s. But close to like many, many decades. And then the one thing that she wanted where she found happiness, she can't even find it. She's just been searching for it in the afterlife. That was just really heartbreaking to me.
I want to go over each one of those events, starting with the last one that you just said. Was your interpretation of what she said, because we did mention Mother Mary, that either Claudia or Madeline, they're not in the same place because one of them is in heaven and one of them is in hell?
Oh, I didn't even consider that. I was wondering if she's in the afterlife, if like vampirism equates to devil.
Or I was wondering if like they only judge you based on your human life, and so Claudia was too young, and so she went to heaven because she never did anything wrong in her human life, and then Madeline, we know, had those like mixed situation with the Nazis and whatnot. I don't know, or vice versa. I don't know.
I can't imagine that I mean, if you're playing by Christian rules, murder is a sin, and Claudia murdered like a ton.
But as a vampire, like I wonder if you only are placed based on where you are when you die.
I don't know if they have like a heaven or a hell in this world.
But
I think it's like an ambiguous afterlife where rules are a little bit more abstract in what happens in the afterlife. It seemed to be a hodgepodge of religions.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I
So
believed everything she was saying, though.
Yeah, I just was curious, like, why aren't they together and what happened there? And maybe it is that Claudia went to hell. Maybe it's none of those things. Maybe that's just not what the afterlife is here. But I thought that was an interesting choice to include. And then going to the Lestat Louis argument, I mean, if that doesn't get an Emmy nomination for Sam alone, like, that performance was in the street was like truly one of the most groundbreaking, upsetting, raw, real performances. You know, when you're watching something and you're just like, I feel like this must have been improv because, like, how could you even be saying lines right now? This feels so from your, like, it's so guttural. It feels so part of you.
Well said.
I thought that was amazing, and then I did think that was so interesting. I know I made like that quick joke about it about the episode 2, but it is interesting that my gut and Louis' gut on this was just like so much disgust and fear and like just I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. And then watching and like actually opening up to what really happened, and you're like, oh my God, this poor fucking man. It was interesting to watch Louis, like, and you know, Lestat kind of throws it back on him. Like, I have been in the middle of my own fucking breakdown, and I've still found a way to accept you, praise you, bring you into my home. Where is the mutual respect to give me, I don't even want to say the benefit of the doubt, but like to give me the time to even try to attempt to explain. You know, but also I understood where Louis was coming from so much, because what Louis seems to be the most hurt about is the fact that Lestat didn't tell him. You know, he's like, this is centuries long betrayal.
Yeah.
Because you still went away. You still introduced me. I just met, you're my lover. You're the love of my life or of my death. And I just met your mom, and you didn't introduce her as your mom.
Yeah, they were talking in the car earlier about how there were just so many things that, while he thought Lestat might have been dead, he just kept uncovering more stuff about Lestat's past than Lestat had ever told him.
Right. And that is, you know, I'm not in the same situation that you are where, you know, like you have been with the love of your life for a really long time now. Like, I can imagine if you find things out about your person that you didn't know, of course, sometimes there's a reason, like, you don't want your first thing to be that you're pissed, but I can imagine it would bring up a lot of different emotions when you like know that somebody's your person, and then you find out things about them that they on purpose did not tell you. That I could see that being a betrayal.
Yeah. This is my favorite episode of them.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, it was unbelievable.
I think it was the first time it just never felt like there was any performative nature in the way they act with each other.
No, it felt like improv.
Yeah, the entire time. It felt like when they were getting along, and then they even come to like the very end. Like, oh, they have finally truly accepted one another after all this time. Like, all the baggage, all the shit in their past, everything.
And then they need to work on themselves.
Yeah, and then they're like, we can go away. Like, who else is going to have us? Like, they really knowing everything, and they finally accept each other. And then their heads get cut off.
I don't know what to make of that part, because do we just like put Louis on a wooden body and do we lose a stat? Like, how do we even? I don't know, man.
I don't know. You seem really stressed.
I am, because we have one episode left, and then we just watched Louis and Lestat get their heads cut off. Yeah, I'm stressed.
It's good television.
Yeah, it was really, really, like, to me, this episode was just, we call, penultimates tend to be the thing. Like, that's the trend of the 21st century.
Oftentimes better than the finale.
Yeah.
The penultimate was my favorite episode of season 2. Yeah. Ben Ultimates tend to be my favorite.
Yeah, they really are the thing. So I had high expectations, but this surpassed them. And this show is so self-aware to bring these characters back together, knowing like we need to do that. It's not only been this whole season where we've only had bits and pieces, but all of last season. You know, we haven't had this moment, this journey, a full episode of them like this. Like, even though we got that New Orleans moment, the hurricane moment, which is referenced here.
Well, this was the most I felt like Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah.
Because it's mainly just them together and really play like a lot of dialogue.
Oh, it was so good, dude. That was so good. And also horrifying. The Claudia stuff was... Ooh.
That was chilling. That was really heartbreaking.
This is what, like, maybe it's just best to let the dead lie. Like,
yeah, that just seemed like a terrible idea. I didn't understand really what what they thought would have come from that. I was like, this just seems all kinds of bad.
in all fairness, though, when he says afterwards, I guess that closes that chapter. That is what he was looking for, was closure.
It's an interesting way to get closure.
Yeah.
They get the truth, and it's not the truth at all what either one of them would want to hear. It's like, oh, she's not in a better place at all. In fact, she's worse off. But she's...
And she blames you guys and she hates you guys.
Yeah, but they know the truth now.
Yeah. I do think that is kind of sometimes the lesson in things. Like, even if something is the worst case scenario, sometimes limbo is even harder than the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Like, letting your mind wander and not knowing can be more torturous than just definitively fucking knowing sometimes.
That's bleak as hell, homie.
Yeah, for sure, dog. Okay, man.
All right.
I'm so curious to read the comments on this episode. I want to know what you guys think.
Leave it in the boxes. Thank you for being here. We'll see you for the finale.
Wish me a happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Why didn't I say that at the beginning?
It's not till tomorrow, so you don't care.
But this came out. This is coming out on your birthday, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
So say something about Roxy in the comments.
Something nice?
Something different than episode 2.
Listen, I got thick skin. Good thing. I need it.
That's true. Not me.
You know who needs thick skin? Louis and Lestat.
Louis and Lestat.
They just got their heads cut off. Could have used some thicker skin.
See you guys.